Ayo, what's outside is within. The mind regulates the hand that masters the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier still. The stargate to the mind's revealed. The vortex. Peace. Big CYC. Again, here on the Verbal Vortex Show, we have a special guest with us today. Could you tell the people your name?
I am Pariz, formerly Pariz 1, but dropped the 1, so I'm just Pariz now.
Why did you drop the 1?
Because the 1 was there for a reason, to let everybody know that there's only one of me.
Okay.
But now I don't really need to prove that anymore. So
right, that's established, yeah?
Yeah, I can just drop the 1 now.
Dope. I wanted to speak to you first and foremost about battle rap, no loose chat.
Yeah.
So running a battle rap league in the UK isn't easy, from what I presume.
No.
What's something you had to learn the hard way about managing no loose chat?
Something I had to learn the hard way. Not everybody's your friend, first of all. Right. Even though we're all in the same business, we're in the same industry, everyone wants to rep the culture. But not everyone's in it for the same reasons as you. Right. And you have to learn that not everybody is like you, so the decisions that you make can't be based on everybody else. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely difficult.
Is that more of the people that are like in the the battle rappers, or is it people outside the scene that's supposed to be helping you uplift this?
No, because I don't. One thing I would say, I never came into this expecting any help from anyone. I've got 2 partners, Snoop and Tally. Shouts out to them all the time. They are the co-owners of the league with me. Right. And I never really expected any outside help besides them 2. So it was just, we've got this idea, put it together, we're going to execute it. That's how it worked. Right. But I mean, like, when I say not everybody's your friend, it's like inside the industry. Like, inside the ranks, like, all the backstage shit that people don't see.
I get you, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? There's politics.
And that's, I was just about to say, there's always politics. Yeah. All right, so you've been responsible for setting the stage for some of the biggest UK battles in the UK, would you say?
Partly, yeah.
Right, so what would you say is the most unforgettable moments that's happened at one of your events?
Oof, there's been a few. I'll say an unforgettable battle for me that happened was like the very first major event that we had. It was a 2-day event. Wow. And we ran it. It was a Saturday and Sunday, and it was called Error vs. Error. So we had the rappers were from different eras, and they would go against each other. Okay. So sorry, when they go against each other, do you mean like, let's say each other?
No, but when I'm saying going against each other, was it the old school versus the new school? Was it
basically?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So battle rappers that are a little bit more established would battle the ones that are not so established.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, and that I think from that weekend, because it was a weekend of battles, there were some real standout ones, but that I think that one of the highlights for me was a battle between 2 guys, Unanimous and Crash. Amazing battle. And then we had Tony D versus Georgie Roots, which ended up happening outside because we ran out of time in the venue. So but the vibe, it was so authentic, it was so real, the vibe was amazing. That was a whole standout weekend, like a real memorable. No one, people still talk about that event, and it happened 4 years ago. Right. So that's dope. Yeah. But I don't know, a memorable moment though has been, and maybe it weren't such a good moment, but it was definitely memorable. We had like a little ruckus, not a fight or anything like that, just like some tussle between the battle rappers' entourages. It weren't actually the battle rappers, it was the entourages, the people that came with them. That they may not even necessarily understand, this is just battle rap, like these men are not actually beefing, kind of thing. And it kind of went off in the venue, and it got messy for about 5 minutes, and then everyone calmed down and we got back to it. The event didn't get locked off. We just, you get me? Everyone was cool. Everyone shook hands. Yeah, good. All right, cool.
Nice.
Roll camera. We're good to go. You know what I mean? But I'll never forget that moment. That was wild.
So as the host of No Loose Chat, you control the energy of the room. What's your personal approach to making sure every event has the right atmosphere?
Personally, I just make sure I speak to everybody. I greet every single person that comes through the door. If people don't know each other, I'll introduce people that don't know each other. And when I'm hosting, people, well, like when we're in the battles and we're actually filming, people know, like, when it's time to go, we're about business. Don't play with me, because they know I don't play. I'll tell you, shut the fuck up in my shit. Like, don't talk during the battles. Yes, react and do all of that, but sometimes don't do too much. A lot of these lot do too much sometimes, but it's good. It's amazing to catch on camera. Do you get me? But it disrupts the event a little bit, so it takes a bit of time to get back on track and you don't want the battlers to forget where they were, to forget the bars and end up choking and all of this. It has an impact. So when I say be quiet, shut the fuck up, they do it. So yeah.
Niceness. What do you look for when booking battlers for your league? Is there a specific quality that makes someone stand out to you?
Yeah, there's a few elements that we look for, like bars, obviously. Performance, character, because a lot there'll be some battle rappers that are really, really good lyricists, like barrers, but they don't necessarily perform as well as what the bars they're giving out to people. But then you've got others that are more better performers than lyricists. Like, they've got good lyrics, but the lyrics are not matching up to the way they're performing them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So we look for those. Those are the three key main things that I look for: character, performance, bars, and also like your promo game. What's your promo game like? Because I don't really want to book you if I'm just, your name's going to be on a flyer, but you're not going to promote the event.
Yeah, you're just
because I still need to, I still need to sell these tickets, and you lot all want to get paid. But if I don't sell these tickets, you can't get paid.
Exactly.
So help me to help you, kind of thing. But that's a difficult battle that I have, but I pick. That's how we pick the battle rappers, basically.
Okay. So battle rap is built on competition and sometimes even controversy. Have you ever had to step in and mediate a situation between artists behind the scenes?
Yeah, plenty of times. Plenty of times. Every week.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, I can imagine, because like even me as a rapper, and I like the realms of being colourful with what I say, but I don't know if I could be a battle rapper, because even though I know I might say harsh things, if someone's saying it to me, I will forget that line, and obviously that line is is there for a reason, and it's part of the art form.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I hear that. With No Loose Chat growing in reputation, do you see it expanding beyond battle rap? Maybe into music showcases, podcasts, or other forms of entertainment?
Already has.
Oh, okay.
Already has. Got a podcast on the way. We've got a showcase called the Litty Committee, which is run by me. And then we are looking at putting on like some themed events, but private ones that would be like invite only for the beginning, right? But then afterwards we would sell tickets, like a limited number of tickets to do stuff, to like little private events and things like that. So we got a lot of works going on.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's really dope. Some people say that battle rap is like one of the last pure forms of hip hop. Do you agree, and where do you see the culture heading in the next few years?
Yes, I do agree, because everybody, like, battle rap it's that, and it's where our art form comes from. So everyone, back in the day, you'd be used to seeing a man just battling each other on the roadside, and that's what we come from.
Yeah.
So to go full circle and end up doing this now after having a music career and falling back off it for a bit, but going back into it sporadically, picking up battle rap and being like, yeah, this is what was missing.
Yeah.
Now it's still quite a niche market in the UK, whereas it's not as big as it is in America, but it's still quite a niche market here. But we're not doing too bad. I think a lot of newer people are clocking onto UK battle rap a bit more now.
So there's something that you just said there what just made me think, like, you know, like how you've got a lot of people like DJ AG's kind of set the tone of being outside with his music. I saw one thing with this guy. He lives like, it's weird. His house is like on a strip where the two roads meet. Corner. Right, so he plays music.
A party from his balcony.
Right,
I've seen it.
That just came into my mind. I'm saying, are we actually going back into those realms where you would actually see maybe a battle rap on the street now, and then it could kick off like that now?
Maybe. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, people are a lot more sensitive these days than they used to be. So maybe that wouldn't work. But in some cases, maybe. We don't know.
Okay. Just wanted to jump into like your music and creativity. You've been active in music and had a big moment with the song, is it Not City, on Channel U? Yeah. When you look back, how did that moment shape your approach to music today?
That moment for me was everything, because that was my very first solo video.
Right.
Because I was in a crew called Street Dreams, and we had done songs together, videos together, and I'd got music out with them. But this was me branching out by myself.
Right.
So this was, for me, going to be the starting point of shaping how I'm going to rap going forward, what I'm going to speak about, the beats I'm going to choose, how I'm going to use the music that I'm making to help build me as a person.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done. So it shaped me a lot to be in this position now, because it was something I didn't think I would do, because I was quite shy back in the day. So I didn't see myself pushing it further than where it was at the time. Yeah. But then when I was able to make a bit more noise and actually really focus on it and practice it and be like, yeah, this is actually what I want to do. It made me not want to just write and like perform and record music. Now I want to know about the business of it. Now I want to know about music theory and all of these things, music business. And I want to be able to one day, if I'm not rapping or not doing music, do the business side of it. Like be a manager or own a label or run a studio or something. No matter what job I do, it has to involve music in some kind of way. And that was my stepping stone to get here. Definitely.
You mentioned when we was messaging and I was asking you some stuff for questions. You mentioned you had an album and an EP that was out. What are those called? Those albums and the EP?
The album's called The Bakery Sessions, Ribs Wednesday, which is solely produced by Notty P. And that came out a while ago, like 11 years ago now. And then there's an EP called The Recognition, which is solely produced by TE1.
Okay.
And then, like a few other bits just dotted around. I've got features literally everywhere.
Okay. So what I wanted to know is, how would you describe the difference in sound and energy between those two projects you mentioned?
Two different stages of life. So when I was doing the Bakery Sessions with Notty, that was at a time where my son was a baby still. I lived in West London. The sound I was going for was hip-hop, but not so in-your-face gritty hip-hop. Like just a little bit more laid back, a little bit more fun, because it was a stressful time. So I wanted to inject some kind of fun into my life for that point.
Okay.
Like, I had a new baby, everything was just like,
yeah.
So I needed that outlet. That was my outlet at the time. But with the recognition, the one that I did with T1, I was a little bit more focused. So we had a plan and we executed it, and it just started off with random sessions in the studio, me, him, Mage and Spesh. And then we ended up doing a bunch of songs together, which are dope, by the way. And then from that we ended up with EP tracks, like Spesh ended up with an EP, Mage ended up with an EP, I ended up with mine. So we had this thing where we would go to the studio and we'd do the graveyard sessions, like be in the studio. Our studio sessions would start from like 9 p.m. We'd be in there till like 4 or 5 in the morning. We've eaten, smoked, fell asleep, woke up, and we're still going all
Getting
in
busy.
The studio. But the vibe of that time was, right, I'm around these guys and I look at these guys like my brothers, and no matter what, they're looking out for me and make sure I'm good while I'm there and make sure I can get home. But the creativity, the different minds in the studio was what made that project what it was.
I hear you.
Because I had the ears of other rappers, plus Dre, T1 as the producer, and our engineer Steve. And it was a time in life where I was looking for something else. Like, yes, I want to do this music thing, but there's something. I need something else, and it was the vibe from them guys. So that's how I managed to execute that project, because they were around. And the focus was a lot different.
I can imagine, you know, there was something that when I was speaking to Mage, you said something and it was so true, because I'm a person, like I was saying to you earlier on, I was very closed off. And in reality, if you listen to any project that I've done, I've always tried to have the posse tune. I love having spitters all together spitting.
Yeah.
I love that stuff, and I haven't had that so much in abundance how I'd like to have it. So when I was talking to Mage, and me and Mage was reflecting on certain things and saying certain things, and I was saying, "Rah, how comes I never heard of you earlier?" Blah blah. And he goes, you found your tribe now, in the sense that
yeah.
And what I'm saying all that to say, like, you know, for you to be wanting to release something, I can get it. You was around people that I guess that you didn't have to say too much about. I want it to be like this, that. I think them being creatives themselves just made it a lot easier. Yeah,
it did. And they're not they're not yes people. So if I did something and they didn't like it, they would let me know they didn't like it.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or even if they didn't like it but still thought it was a good song, it may not be the something that they like, but it's still a good song, they would offer ways in which I can maybe tweak it or change it, or maybe add this, or maybe take this out, or do you know what I mean? Just throwing ideas around the studio it's so important.
I was about to say, as good creative criticism.
Yeah,
that's what you need. Yeah,
it's important, man.
Definitely. So you're dropping some new material soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
If you had to describe your next project in 3 words, what would they be?
They would be thoughtful, because I'm in a different headspace these days, so I'd say thoughtful.
Yeah.
Fly as fuck, because I always keep it fly. That's just what I'm known for. And musical, because I find that people that rap these days, they just rap. It's not, the stuff doesn't sound musical. It's not like I don't know, it's like you wouldn't be able to play it with an orchestra. You wouldn't be able to perform it with an orchestra. I want beats like that. Like, you know, I want music like that. But on the flip side, I've got gritty street shit that I can still be able to perform for orchestra, because it's musical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So none of these tin pan 3 instrument beats.
Yeah, I hear you.
Put some thought into it. But I don't really need to worry about that when it comes to beat selections. I've got some great producers around me.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
But so, is that something, when you're saying an orchestra, is that something what you would actually like to do?
I'd love that. I would love that.
Yeah. Because that, to me, that would be dope.
It would be so dope. I'd love that. I've been on tour with a band before. But they were an indie band. But that was dope. That was dope as fuck. We toured a lot of places, and I was only on 2 of the songs, but by the end of the tour, I was on the majority of them. So,
is there something about live performances, live sounds, I should say, when you're making music? It's just,
there's nothing like it.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So, as someone that has seen the battle rap scene grow firsthand, do you think there's still a strong connection between battle rap and music, or have they become 2 separate worlds?
Yeah, they're separate. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it is in the States, but for them over there, a lot more of their battle rappers can rap than here.
Okay.
So a lot of battle rappers here, they battle, but they're not rappers.
I hear you.
Which someone shouts out to Linda, by the way, because she brought this up the other day on X. Yeah, she was saying that it's amazing how these battle rappers openly say that they're not rappers. Like the whole point of you doing it is because you rap. This is battle rap.
Yeah.
So it's not just battling. This is a battle rap. So the rap part of it is important. That's the main part of it.
Yeah.
The battle bit comes second. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these man, they can battle rap and are brilliant at it. But put them on a beat and it all goes mad. They can't do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes the reverse happens where actual rappers now want to battle rap, but they're really good rappers. But it's hard for them to formulate battle rap bars because it's a little bit different. The arrangement, the formula's a little different. But in my personal opinion, I would say this might be a bit controversial, and a lot of you battle rappers might hate me for it, but I don't give a fuck. It's what it is. I don't think that people should call themselves battle rappers if you can't actually rap over a beat, like actually make a song and sit on the beat, wave on the beat. If you can't do that, you are not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be a battle rapper, to me, you have to actually know how to rap. For real. The only reason why I started this league is because I know no one can't tell me nothing about rap.
Right.
Because I rap for real. So if I think I'm a good judge of whether you're good or whether you're not. Like, I can see whether people have got potential or whether it's just like, nah, forget them, they're not going to make it. But everyone can get a chance, yes, but prove that you can rap, because the bottom line is it's called battle rap. Not battle talk, battle whisper, battle fucking poem. It's battle rap.
You're absolutely right. It's in the title. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I totally agree with you.
But then there are like a good few battle rappers that I know that make amazing music as well. So even though they can rap a cappella with an opponent, tell them about themselves, put them on a beat, they can kill it. Loads of good examples of that over here and in the States too.
Who are the good examples?
For here, Tony D makes brilliant music, excellent rapper. What's his name? There's a guy called Caveman, who's from Manchester. Good battle rapper, excellent music.
Right.
There's a Black T, another one of my battle rappers. Good battle rapper, excellent music. So there's a good few examples. Rivers makes good music. He's a good battle rapper. Shotty Horror, good battle rapper. Top battle rapper for the UK. Good battle rapper, excellent music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In America, you've got the others. You got Sue Surf.
Yeah.
Sue Surf, bad boy battler, amazing music. Loaded Locks, amazing music.
Definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? So there's loads of examples.
There is.
But then there's loads of examples of man that can't. So it was different.
there's many artists that struggle with balancing creativity and business. How do you switch between running a league and being an artist without one side taking over?
It's difficult because since I've started the league, I've had less time for music. So, and that's just because, you know, in the beginning stages of running a business, everything's up in the air still. You're still trying to find your feet and establish yourself properly as a brand, which is what we've been trying to do for the last 4 years. But I think my music has definitely suffered a little bit because I've been more league focused. But I've managed to get little bits out here and there, and I'm now a little bit more focused on the music I'm doing. So I'm taking time to like sit and write and really source my beats properly and get it cracking. But yeah, the league stuff does take over, and it's hard to balance the two, as well as balancing life and working and being a mom and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just carving out the right time for each thing.
Do you ever get inspired by battle rap bars when writing your own music, or are the creative processes for you completely different?
I do. I used to when I first started running the league. I was highly influenced when I was writing my bars and listening to battle rappers. Like I would listen to Loaded Lux's mixtape like every day because it was just one of them mixtapes. It just grabbed me, and every single track I liked. I never skipped one. So it was mad, and I was listening to how he rapped, and he raps the way that he battle raps, but he's just a little bit more swaggy with it on the beat. But
Yeah.
you know, the stuff that he talks about, the way he formulates his bars, it's amazing. Like there's nobody else like him, which is what I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was influenced, but I never used it. I never actually. I took on board what I was hearing and what I was seeing, but I never actually implemented it in my own shit.
You've worked on music and battle rap events. What's the one lesson from the battle world that you apply to making music?
I don't know. I just think just being professional and maintaining good relationships with people, good working relationships with people. Because I find that in my entire music career, I've never had a bad relationship with anyone I've worked with.
Okay.
And if I have, I no longer work with them, and I probably no longer speak to them. So it won't have been anything bad per se. It would just be, okay, I can't really work with this person. We don't work the same, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same with battle rap. Just trying to keep good relationships and trying to make sure everything stays in-house, because there's a lot of this one going over there, that one going over there, this one going over. There's a lot of in and outs.
I hear you.
And just trying to keep everything under one stable is difficult, and it's the same in battle rap.
So I'm hearing that you've got your professionalism cap on tightly, which is good. Do you know what I mean?
At all times.
Yeah.
I've had to learn to, especially in battle rap, I've had to learn quite recently not to look at everything from an emotional standpoint. Because that's what I was doing before. I was putting my emotions into everything because I actually really care about the shit for real. So
yeah.
Like the people I work with, I care about them. The battle rappers, to all the staff and everyone, I care about these people. So I want to see them win genuinely, because we can win together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you got to take that focus out of it. Even though it's still there, you got to put that to the side for a minute and think, okay, this is the business shit. We got to deal with this first. We can be friends after, but this has got to get dealt with. And that's how I have to move. That's the lesson I've learned. Just remain professional. And people are chatting shit and people are putting stuff online and the trolls and all of that. Don't engage. Don't engage. Just stay professional, because no one ever sees the CEO and the bosses online arguing.
That's right.
You get me? So we don't.
You got to protect your sanity, mate. Okay, I wanted to go into now like culture in the industry. You've been part of the UK scene for a while. Which is one change of the industry that excites you, and which is one that concerns you?
I'm excited about the evolution. The changes have been ill to watch. Like seeing how things have changed from how we used to make music to how these lot make music, to how we used to promote to how they promote now. There's a big difference. Like when we was doing all analog shit, and now everything's digital.
That's right.
When we was out on the road selling CDs, or like rucksack in a rucksack, like on Oxford Street with CDs in your bag, shot in your mixtape. Now you just press a button, it's all online. You don't even have to leave your house to promote your shit anymore. I remember being on road like 7 days a week selling my mixtape.
Putting in real work.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the positives. I think the negatives is that a lot more people are getting away with being talentless and getting through.
Yeah.
And that is very concerning. It's concerning to me that these artists have people around them that tell them that their stuff is dope, knowing that it's not.
Yeah.
Because they just see money.
Yeah.
That is concerning to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like seeing them people that go on X Factor and they can't sing a note, but they've got people that came with them to support them to go on X Factor. Why? You people are fuckery because you know this girl can't sing. Why would you do that to her?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I come from a time where you had to actually really be able to rap to get on. I couldn't stand in a room with 10 men in a cypher and be the shittest person in the cypher as a female. I couldn't do that. If I'm in a cypher with 10 men in a room and I'm the only chick in that room, please understand I'm top 3 in that room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it had to be like that. I was grown like that by the dudes I was around. But that's not there anymore. Like, gal are coming up now talking all kinds of outlandish shit.
All types of smack.
I don't rap about stuff that I wouldn't want my mum to listen to.
I hear you.
Do you understand? My son's 18 now.
Okay.
So I don't talk about shit that I wouldn't want my 18-year-old to listen to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But gal, some of the shit I hear coming out of people's mouths is... It floors me, I swear to God. And these people get through and they make crazy money off of being whores and gold diggers and having no morals and using man for shit and man using girl for shit and man just fucking talking blatantly on tracks about how they beat these gal and dash them or this one and that flying gal out just to beat and then not paying for them to get home. Like, what is this? What is this that we...
Is that the standard, isn't it?
Yeah,
is
like...
the standard we're trying to get to? Like,
what is this? That kind of shit concerns me. And because I've still got a young person in my house, it's like, right, this is not what I want for him. I don't. And I don't play none of that shit in my house. I play all the rap that I listen to. And he knows that stuff.
Yeah.
And he knows that his dad's a rapper. His dad plays that stuff too. Right. So if he ever hears any of this new shit, it's off of his own back.
Yes.
He's gone to look for that, or it's popped up on his laptop or something. Do you know what I mean? It's not. But he won't actively go and look for that music because that's not what he's into.
It sounds like you lot have created a nice foundation for him.
Of course.
In the sense of what is to listen to and what to avoid. Or to learn from that. Yeah,
and I don't even tell him I don't tell him to avoid that music, but I just don't play that music in my house. So because he doesn't hear me play that, that's not something that he's used to hearing. Do you know what I mean? Even though when he goes to college, he's got his own little playlist. His playlist has got old school tunes on it, like flipping Loonies.
Okay.
I got 5 on it. He loves that tune.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like them kind of old tunes, he likes them.
Yeah.
DMX, Snoop Dogg, like he was into that kind of shit. So I'm concerned about what these youths are consuming these days musically, because it's shocking, it's frightening. It's sending a message that this shit is okay when it's really not.
Would you say, like, for you, would you say like music is therapy?
Yeah, always has been. Yeah, for sure. Because I've never been a person that is been easy to. It's never been easy for me to show emotions to people, and it's never been easy for me to just talk and say what I need to say and get it off my chest to somebody. So I would do it with music.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would do it with music and not ever release them tunes, but they're just for me.
They're there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, because I have a gentleman on my show called Kevin. He's a therapist, and we talk about some profound stuff. And I remember he was talking to me about some stuff, and I said straight up, like, "Oh yeah, my music's my therapy, it's my journal." I'm very closed off to people, but you know, if you go through the discog, you will hear some things and say, "Raw, like he's talking about that. Oh, he's interested in that." Yeah, so you know. I guess many people reflect themselves through their music, and those people that are talking certain things what we're just talking about now, I guess that's, you know, what's in their life, or they feel that they...
I don't think it is, though.
You reckon it's something that they feel that they
I think it's manufactured.
Yeah.
I don't think that these people really live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I watched, there's a girl called Diamond the Body, and she was on this reality show called Baddies, yeah? And she got beat up by this girl on Baddies, lost her tooth, mouth was bust up. And then the next couple days, she's online saying, like, I can't do this shit. Like, this character that you see me doing, Diamond the Body, she's like, that's not even my character. She said, I'm just doing this for the TV show. So I believe a lot of these rappers don't actually really live the way they're talking on these tracks. It's just marketing. They're manufactured like that.
And they're creating a false like threshold for people that want to get into the business. It's mad. As a woman running a battle rap league, do you think the respect level for female leadership in hip hop has changed, or is there still work to do?
There's still a lot of work to do. I mean, don't get it twisted. I don't get disrespected because people know better, but there's a long way to go still. There is.
Do you find like I would say like a lot of, well, it sounds like a lot of people are not outwardly saying anything disrespectful to you, but do you feel with the standoffish behaviour from certain people?
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, not everybody likes the fact that I'm a female league owner, because most people will try and bypass me and go and talk to the guys. Right. But what they don't know is that, especially my business partner Snoop, everyone will try and bypass me and just go straight to him to speak, because he's the guy that usually talks to all the battle rappers, deals with all the bookings and whatnot. But sometimes there's other things that need to be spoke about, so Snoop won't deal with them. He'll say, yeah, well, you need to talk to P. Oh, I'll get P to holler at you, or do you know what I'm saying? He just refers them to me. So in the end, you have to deal with me. Yeah. If you come to my league or you're going to be battling on my league, you've got to deal with me. And I'm not going to fucking just be here chatting shit to you. I'm trying to help you. So, I don't know. Sometimes there's a disconnect between, like, me and them. But I always sense a little thing in the room when it's just me and all dudes. I think they're thinking, oh, I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe thinking, what is she doing here? She don't know what she's doing. You know, I don't know. I think a lot of people might think I'm not qualified to run a league, but hey, hell, the league speaks for itself.
For real. And you know, you're behind that progress. So yeah. Streaming has changed how music is consumed, but battle rap still thrives on live events. Do you think, what do you think keeps battle rap's live energy so powerful?
Because I think, do you know what? You see battle rap days, when we do events, it's literally a day out. Like, the entire day you will be out your yard. Because the event starts at 12, it finishes at 6, and then afterwards people are mingling around, like networking, doing whatever. Yeah. So it's a long day. And I think people just enjoy the fact that you can come out to an event, you're going to buck up on majority the same people you booked up on last time, and now all of these people know each other. Now they've all become acquaintances and friends, and now they hang out and ring each other, and people meet each other and actually might make friendship groups at these events. It's crazy. So it's like a little link up for everybody. I think that's what people enjoy, just being able to come to a designated thing where you know there's going to be people there who you genuinely fuck with, and it's going to be a vibe.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was thinking like, yeah, in my mind it's like a hub for, you know, authentic hip hop, or you know,
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like a hip hop link up.
Yeah.
You know, loads of different types of people come to our events. Loads.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's a good time, trust me. The vibes is always nice. Always. We got dope vibes at No Loose Chat. Always.
A lot of people only see the finished product. Yeah, so at like an event or a song release. But what's the most overlooked part of the grind that people don't talk about?
With which one? Music?
Just, you know,
Battle
anything to do with, yeah, battle rap or a project that you're bringing out. What do you feel that is like really overlooked?
I think the financials are overlooked. All the stuff that you have to pay for yourself is massively overlooked. Especially in battle rap, I think people think that you've just got money out of thin air to pay battle rappers, and they're not realizing that this particular business is self-funded by me and Snoop and Tally.
Right.
And if at any point we ain't got it, we ain't got it, and then them events can't happen.
Right.
But you know, that's a very overlooked part. Another overlooked part of battle rap is the difficulty in actually putting matchups together and booking them, like locking them down to book them.
Yeah.
Because you might have this person will say yes and the other person will say yes, but this person's available for the date you've got and this person isn't. So then you've got to try and find another date that works for this person but also works for this person. But then that might fling the date off for the rest of the people that's on the card, because they're available for that date, but you two, and now we might have to just take that battle off and put that on a different card. And there's so much logistically, it's a lot to deal with.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
It is a lot to deal with. But on the music side, I think the thing that's overlooked is like the care. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. Like, when I say the care, like the care and attention that people take into things that they're doing. Like, say, I don't know, you work in a hotel or something, folding sheets. You want to make a good impression. You're going to take care and attention to make sure that shit's done properly. So I think on the music side, a lot of people will just rap, fling the vocals on the thing over the beat, and it's done. Yeah. But I can't do that. I have to be involved in the entire process.
Okay.
So T1 will be making a beat. I'll be sat in the studio while he's making the beat, right into it as he's making it.
Right.
So then by the time he's got like a good bass for the beat, like a good bassist, I'm already a verse down.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we're going, after I've recorded it, I'm involved in the mixing process. He mixes as he goes along anyway. He does like a soft mix as he goes along, but I'm involved in the entire process. I have to be, because I want to know what's going on.
Right.
I don't want someone to sit down and say, "Oh, how did you do this? And what's this? And what's the BPM? And da-da-da," and I don't know none of that. Then I'm not really an artist. I'm just a rapper.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that part gets overlooked in the music bit.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Okay, finally, I want to get into like mindset and legacy.
Yeah.
So if you could have a conversation with yourself right now, or before launching No Loose Chat.
Yeah.
So you'd go back and, what advice would you give to yourself?
Same as before. Try and not lead this thing with emotions. Because you'll get trampled on and your shit will crumble. Because it's hard to handle when there's a lot of things being dashed at you at one time. But I would just tell myself, chill. It's not that deep. Shit's gonna work out. Yeah, because I was looking at things a little, I wouldn't say too serious, because I'm serious about my business. I want it to work, but in order for it to work, it's still got to be fun. And for a little bit, for myself, I was taking the fun out of it and only focusing on the business.
Okay.
So I'd tell myself to just keep the fun, because that bit's important as well.
Well, I see that as you're saying that's what you tell yourself. I think that's the steps that you've really taken, because you're still here. You know, No Loose Chat is still strong. It's still going. So
we're back this year, better than ever.
That's right.
So I'm excited about that.
Okay, so last question for you. At the end of it all, how do you want people to remember your contribution to UK music and the battle rap culture?
That's a good question. And I've never really thought about that. But I guess I want people to remember that I was a real one, and I actually really, really cared about the game, music and battle rap.
Yeah.
And that no matter what, I had an attitude of living good with people and making sure that everybody around me was good. Yeah, man, that's how I want people to remember me, as a good person. Keep my music, that will tell its own story.
Okay.
As the years go on and we all fade away to dust. Like, the music will tell its own story. The battles will always be there. The music will always be there.
For real. Well, thank you for being on the show, and you know,
It was a pleasure.
much respect to you, man, and what you're doing, because
Thank you.
it's dope.
Thanks.
Before we go though, where can they find you?
I am on Instagram at the Flyest Pariz. So that's DA Flyest Pariz with a Z. Also at No Loose Chat on Instagram. We're at No Loose Chat on all the socials. But yeah, I've only got an Instagram that I want people to follow me on. I have Facebook and all them things, but it's a little bit more private, you know.
I hear you. Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, Instagram. And I've got an event coming up called the Protocol 5. That's on the 22nd of March.
Right.
Early bird tickets are on sale now on Ticket Tailor. So go cop one, because they're only £10. After that, the price goes up. I can't help you. So, you know, come through, man. It's at Fiddler's Elbow in Camden.
Right.
Dope spot for battle rap. Pretty iconic spot for battle rap in the UK. So we're happy to be back there. It's going to be a good day. And you should come.
Hey, listen, definitely, man. You know, I think I've been to maybe 2 battle rap events.
Yeah.
One, I went to the Shotty Horror and Arsenal.
Oh yeah, I was there too.
Right, so
yeah.
you know, because I'm friends with his well, I don't think he manages him anymore, but he used to manage him, a guy called Anthony.
Okay.
And I was there with them lot for that. Good, you know, I was like, whoa, like I didn't, you know, that was really good. And I can't remember the other one, but I'm into going to these events. You know, I'm normally that person that keeps myself away from, I don't want to be there, but no, I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to be within the culture. Like, I love rap anyway, so I just want to take it in. And definitely I'd love to see one of your events live, man. That'll be dope.
Man, come outside. It's a good time, trust
man,
me.
definitely.
It is. There's so much opportunity, so much networking opportunity there as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can meet like people who you can interview as well.
Exactly, definitely.
Especially battle rappers. That would be dope if you had a battle rapper on your show.
Of course, man, because they're an integral part of the culture. Do you know what I'm saying? And it'll be good to just get them to reflect and talk about themselves rather than always being in battle mode. And then now's the time to express yourself. Who's the person behind this
and when
character?
they get interviewed, people don't really ask them that. So it'd be good.
Yeah, oh, definitely, man. I'd love that. Much respect to you, man.
And you.
Thank you very much. Nice one. Peace.
Bless.
Yo, what's outside is within. The mind regulates the hand that masters the pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, but the tongue is mightier still. The stargate to the mind's revealed. The vortex.